So I've been slacking on watching Alien Earth. Now, that's sort of a weird thing for me because I've spent the last 3 or 4 months just over the summer binge watching every single Alien movie, every single Predator movie. I saw Alien 1, Alien 2, fuck Alien 3, fuck Alien 4, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator 2, Predator 1 and 2, Predators, The Predator, that movie sucks. Prometheus, Alien Covenant. I watched every single one of those movies. The only ones I haven't seen are Predator Badlands, which is supposed to come out. There's another one that's like the Predator. It's the Hulu movie. You know what I'm thinking about. The animated Predator movie. I can't remember what it's called, but I haven't seen that one. The Predator Badlands movie doesn't come out till November, I don't think. I haven't seen Alien Romulus. I haven't seen Prey either. So there's a few post Fox New Era Disney Alien Predator movies I haven't seen yet, but I have started watching Alien Earth, and I was actually a little bit excited for it. I was hoping that maybe, for once we could see a good TV show, an existing franchise that would be mature enough to get invested in, and also entertaining enough that I won't be bored with it. Unfortunately, I got neither of those watching Alien Earth. I have gone through episode 1 through 4. I binge watched them, and all I got to say is this franchise has only been good for 2 movies, Alien 1 and 2. That's what this franchise has been good for. I'll accept Alien 3 on some conditions, but not every condition. Sort of like how you accept The Dark Knight Rises as the conclusion of a trilogy, right? I accept Alien vs. Predator 1 as a fun standalone movie. Alien vs. Predator 2 can suck my dick. Prometheus ruins everything in terms of continuity. Some people don't really know this, but Blade Runner, to some degree, is considered canon by fans to the Alien and Predator franchises. And I'm one of those fans who actually believes that Blade Runner is canon. Well, with every passing year, every new Alien or Predator, IP milking, as I would call it, they move further and further away from that idea, right? Because they don't like the fans to have anything, really. But Alien Earth comes off like, okay, it's a fucking ripoff of Peter Pan. It's sort of an IP milking of Ice Age, Peter Pan, the Alien franchise, the Predator franchise, while you're at it. Like, it just feels like it's Disney milking the IPs for everything that they're worth. The plot really follows this group of dying kids, 6 dying kids, that go to Prodigy Island. Prodigy being one of the 5 corporations that runs the world. One of the other well-known corporations in the 5 is Weyland-Yutani. Alien fans know Weyland-Yutani. And so it follows the story of these sick children who get transformed into hybrid bodies. So in this world, this alien world, we have humans, just regular humans. We have cyborgs, which I think are sort of a new thing in the Alien franchise. I could be wrong. Honestly, it's kind of a blur at this point because the only 2 that are good are Alien 1 and 2. I mostly forget about everything else. But there's cyborgs now, which are augmented humans with, cybernetic augmentations, which is different from a synthetic. Synthetic being a completely artificial human that's not a human at all, just completely synthetic human. Most people know that from the Alien franchise. So this transhuman is what they call it, is a hybrid where they take the consciousness of a human and transfer it into a synthetic body, hoping to keep the same human brain, same sort of same consciousness, right? The thing is about this show, they never take the time to dive into the complicated and complex conversations that surround AI, that surround the synthetic bodies, that surrounds consciousness being transferred like data, like an airdrop from a human body to a synthetic body. Do these new synths, these new transhumans, do they have souls? Are they the actual people now? Or are they just robots with the memories of the dead person? So all these kids, they had like pediatric cancer or something, and they passed away shortly after, but their consciousness was transferred into these transhuman bodies. Of course, being that this is Disney Alien now, then it's, you know, owned by FX, being owned by Disney. A lot of people in the alphabet mafia like to co-opt this and be like, oh, it's coded, it's queer coded. Well, let's examine that for a second, because if that's the case, then, you know, there's a lot of based arguments to be made within the show. Like one, for example, you can't get pregnant in this synthetic body, because one of the girls who believes that, you know, she's a synthetic, she's a transhuman synthetic. She believes that she can get pregnant. She believes that she's pregnant, but this is a little 9-year-old girl inside this adult synthetic body who believes that she can get pregnant, which is, you know, a cause for concern for the doctors that say, no, you can't get pregnant. And then she lashes out and they're like, okay, she's having a mental breakdown. So you want to talk about trans allegories, you know, an Alien. You want to play that game. Look what they just said. They just said you can't get pregnant and you have mental issues. All right, let's go down that rabbit hole while you're at it, okay? I wouldn't call this show like super mega woke or nothing like that, but there are those kind of arguments that they have instead of like, I don't know, crazy complex sci-fi ideas like, are these the actual people? Do they have souls? Are they just robots? Not a lot of, like, there's not a lot of deep philosophical conversations that are being had in this show. Boy Cavalier, who's basically like the Peter Pan sort of character. Like, our main character's name is Wendy because they're really banking on the Peter Pan stuff. They want the xenomorph to be the crocodile, and they want Wendy, the main character, this, you know, transhuman synthetic girl, to be Wendy, and then Boy Cavalier's Peter Pan. There's a lot of like copy paste with that. And then there's one guy who literally has a hook hand. He's like the villain. He's Moreau. Moreau, he's got a hook hand because he's a cyborg, and he works for Weyland-Yutani. And I'm only through episode 4 right now. I'm going to watch episode 5 later and hopefully keep up with everything after that. But he's on this ship that crashes. Now, bear in mind, Weyland-Yutani, as I understand it, are generally professional. And there's a lot of canonical issues that I find with this. Now, I'm not super passionate about the Alien franchise. I don't really know anybody who is. But what I can say is that at this point, the canon's all fucked up. The canon is all fucked up everywhere, right? I feel like there's more affirmations of alien resurrection in this show than anything. But that's only because they're trying to retcon everything. This whole Weyland-Yutani ship goes out and gets 5 random alien species, brings it back to Earth. It crash lands on Earth into a Prodigy building. And then Prodigy's like, all right, your baseball just landed in my yard, so I'm going to send these children inside synthetic bodies to go and find out what the hell is there. So while Wendy looks for her brother, who works for Prodigy, who's, you know, scouting the collapsing building, well, they literally pull sort of a 9/11 almost. That's in poor taste on them. I'm just calling it out. All right, don't get mad at me. And there's no sense of or canon or consequence, right? There's a lot of technology that's introduced in the show that would have been really useful in Alien 1 and 2, right? There's so many inconsistencies. The characters are not very bright. They're not very smart. A lot of the things that they say sound smart, but are not really in hindsight when you think about it long enough. Timothy Oliphant plays one of the synthetics, and he's like the smartest character, but at the same time, he's sort of beholden to other like dumb characters. I just want a good alien show. I just want a good alien show. That's all I want. No retards, no Gen Z Peter Pan bullshit here. You know, I just want a good alien show. I just want good alien content. There really hasn't been anything good with the name Alien on it, Ridley Scott's Alien, for around about 30 years almost. That's what it feels like, at least 30, 40 years, just about. Because Alien 1 and 2, those are the best. Even to this day, still the best. But I'm only through episodes 1 through 4, and I can see that the characters are not very smart. This is very plot driven, not very character based. The music at the very end credits does not match the show. Like, Wherever I May Roam by Metallica was played at the end of one of the episodes, and it was so out of place, it threw me out. Like, it threw me off. Now, I'm willing to be optimistic. I'm willing to see what this show's going to have in store. We're about halfway through, more than halfway through at this point. But, yeah, I mean, let me know what y'all think about Alien Earth if you've seen it. I can't find any reason to get super invested in it. But I'm only 4 episodes in. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. I know I was just sort of rambling, but this show is so unfocused, I don't even know where to focus on. So, like I said, I like to ramble. I like to get on here and make videos and stuff, but I don't usually have the time to edit and break things down. I'd like to one day, but today is not that day. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I guess I'll see y'all in another video. Whatever you do, don't go looking at eggs. Don't go looking at wet eggs, because they're going to hatch and crawl in your face, and you're gonna get one of them face huggers. You're gonna get a face hugger. And oh yeah, the little eyeball tentacle alien, he's pretty cool. Or she's pretty cool, whatever. I'll get into that in another video. Peace out.